Hi, Maria here. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about 4 new perfume releases from Paris Corner. Middle Eastern fragrances are all the rage, and Paris Corner is on a major roll right now, releasing tons of new fragrances, and these are uber new. And full disclosure, I am impressed with all of these. So last video, I was impressed with one. The other ones were wait and sees. This time, they are all amazing. So I can't wait to share them with you. I think there's going to be something for everybody here, or maybe more than one thing. Before I get started, if you haven't subscribed, just go ahead and hit that button. I would love for you to be a part of this community. We are amazing, and let's get into this. So I've written all of my notes for these fragrances in my perfume journal. So I created this perfume journal. If you guys are interested, you can purchase it in most countries on Amazon. Not all, but most countries. It comes in 3 different colorways. The colorful one is my favorite. I just started a new one. So it's got a place for the table of contents. All the pages are numbered, so you can keep track of what your perfumes are. It starts with begin your perfume adventures. And then each page has a place for the house of the fragrance, the name of the fragrance, whether it's pricey, whether you get a compliment, whether it's beast mode, moderate, skin scent, a place to write the notes in, what it smelled like to you, and then a bunch of different descriptor words that help you to be able to describe what it is that you're smelling, along with any of your own descriptor words you want to put, and then whether you like it, love it, or you're going to pass on it. So there's a little bit more in here, but that's basically it. What I find it really helpful for is if I am trying out new fragrances, either in store and I spray it on my skin, I pay attention as soon as I get home. I start taking notes so that I can know whether I want to get a fragrance, or if I buy discovery kits, it's great for that, but it's also good just to keep a journal of the fragrances that you're wearing. So you can use this as a resource book where you're just putting the notes and everything into the book and your impression of the fragrance. Or you can use it as a daily journal and put in what your thoughts are on the fragrance. So you can use it different ways. I find it very helpful. Many of you have talked about it and said that you find it very helpful too. So if you're interested, you can get these on Amazon. Just put in Maria Colette into Amazon and it'll bring the books up. They come in hardcover and soft cover. In 3 different colorways, like I said, and they all have the perfume bottle, just different colors. So I've got a few just lined notebooks there too, but all the perfume journals look like this. So anyway, moving on. A lot of times I end with my favorite, but this time I'm going to start with my favorite and end with my least favorite. So the first one, and it was like, I am in love with this, and it is called Perseveron or Perseveron Fig Hug. So I think that the Perseveron, like the original, is supposed to be similar to Althair. Similar to Althair. This is what the bottle looks like. I love the bottle. And this fragrance is right up my alley. I'm going to read you the notes first. So we have fig, lemon, and pink pepper in the opening, whipped cream, jasmine, and rose in the heart. And then the base is fig milk, white musk, and cedarwood. And looking on Fragrantica, this is similar to Father Figure by Fleur, Fig Porn by Born to Stand Out, or Fico di Amalfi by Acqua di Parma. So those are kind of the ones that were getting the most votes. I haven't smelt any of those. This is definitely a fig fragrance. And what I'm realizing is that fig is one of my favorite notes. So I love BDK Gris Charnel. I love Liam Gray by Latafa. Fiery Fig from Nado. Gorgeous. So all these fig fragrances, and this is no exception. So what I love about this one, there's almost like a little bit of a fruitiness, but not too much in the opening. Smells super rich and luxe. And what I'm getting is, like, as I smelt it, before I read the notes, I thought to myself, this is more of a milky fig fragrance. So there's a bit of creaminess, but it feels milky as opposed to creamy. So fig milk is definitely the vibe that you get from this. There's a richness in this. It smells calming. It's kind of cozy, and it would be amazing for fall, but it's one of those fragrances like Gris Charnel where you could wear it any time of the year. You just want to be a little bit careful because it's a little bit of a heavier vibe on this one. This one is completely unisex, so I don't think it leans masculine at all, but nor does it lean feminine. I am absolutely in love with this one. I can see this one being one that I absolutely love wearing for the fall, and I'm so excited to have this one. Like seriously, if you are a fig lover, I would say that this is a must-have. It warms up on your skin so beautifully, just gorgeous. It smells really luxe and rich and opulent and kind of effortless. It's the kind of fragrance that you put on, you're wearing really expensive clothing, you kind of just threw it on, so like totally effortless, but you smell really chic and like an it girl kind of thing. Love it. The next favorite was Jardan De Pepe, which is, I think, Garden of Butterflies. So it opens like this, and I think this bottle is totally gorgeous. It's got little kind of water droplets that are like textured. So really cool bottle, super heavy. The cap is heavy, so beautiful packaging. Now this one is similar to Dolce & Gabbana's Devotion. Now, that said, I sprayed both this fragrance and Devotion on my skin, and there are some major differences in my opinion. This one has a little bit more going on in my opinion. So to me, I love Devotion. I own it, and it smells very sweet and orange blossomy. This, when I first sprayed it on, did not smell like Devotion. It smelled like a cross between Devotion and Love Don't Be Shy, to the point that I think wearing the two of those fragrances together would be absolutely amazing. So really, really enjoyed the opening. It was a little bit more fluffy and just, I don't know, like I just really loved the opening. So it opens with candied lemon, orange, and mandarin. The heart has jasmine and orange blossom, and the base is vanilla, sugar, and ambroxan. Like I said, I felt like there was a little bit more going on in the opening of this fragrance. As it dries down, again, it smelled similar but not identical. I find this one to be a bit more fluffy and a bit thicker feeling rather than the orange blossom and candied lemon and kind of that gingery feel. I think there's panna cotta, some rum. So the Devotion feels a little bit more boozy, a little bit more lemony, and a little bit more linear, honestly. This one took me on a bit of a journey. As this dried down, it again didn't smell like I lost kind of that lemon for a little while, but it still smelled really good, just nothing to me like Devotion. But then as they dry down in the deep dry down, so about an hour and a half to 2 hours in, it smells more like Devotion again. But this one to me has a little bit more of an orange blossom fluffy feel throughout the whole entire wear of the fragrance. So really enjoyed this one. I don't feel like you're getting a total repeat if you have Devotion. This one is kind of its own thing, or kind of a little bit of a mix. Really enjoy this fragrance, and the longevity is excellent. The next is Pepeon De Vance, and same thing with the bottle here. The bottle has the water droplets on it again, but this one's a little bit more of a coral color. I just think both bottles are absolutely beautiful. Like, I love them, and I love the butterfly. The design on the butterfly is really cool. So really, really beautiful bottles. And again, with Paris Corner, they really do a nice job on the presentation of their fragrances. They feel nice and heavy in the hand, substantial, and I really love those water droplets on there. I just think that's such a neat touch. Perfume De Vance is similar to Flora Gorgeous Orchid or a Theory from Lattafa. So in that same genre. In the top, you get mandarin. In the heart, you get vanilla orchid, orange blossom, and peony. And the base is ambroxan, vanilla, and tonka beans. I have a Theory. Really love a Theory. I haven't tried the two side by side, but they are very similar. So it's that same sort of DNA. In the future, I'll do a comparison of the two, but just not this time. But what you're getting is those sweet nectar-like florals. So I find that peony tends to be like a really sweet kind of floral, and the vanilla orchid to me always feels a little bit nectar-like. And then of course, Orange Blossom, same thing. So it feels a little bit like a honeyed floral to me. Really, really enjoy this one. I want to compare it to Ethereal to give you a better idea. And for that matter, I kind of want to go actually spray on Flora Gorgeous Orchid by Gucci to give that a try, and then try the two of these together to give you a better idea of which smells the most similar. Really stellar release. To me, you can't go wrong with either this one or Ethereal. They're both kind of in the same genre. Like I said, I'll do a comparison video soon, but really enjoyed this fragrance. Beautiful. Now, my least favorite fragrance, I was kind of shocked about this, but my least favorite fragrance is the one that's most viral, and it is Peach Dulu. So we've got all the like Care Confection, Care Pistachio, Care Fusion, and I have all of them. Really do enjoy them. I was super excited to get this one because I love peach in fragrances, and I also was just in love with this bottle. The ombre is gorgeous. So the bottle is 10 out of 10 for me. I love it. Like, some people don't like the gold. It's a little bit plasticky. I just think it's so pretty, and this gradient really does almost look like a peach ring. So some people have been saying that this fragrance is similar to Peach's Revenge by Sarah Baker. So my friend Hessie, she has Peach's Revenge. So I went over there with this fragrance and tried them side by side, and they are similar, but there's some major differences. You have peach, nectarine, and guava in the opening. In the heart, you have ginger, cardamom, and rose, and the base is musk, caramel, and dry wood. So I definitely get the nectarine, guava, and peach being the predominant note. When I first sprayed the two of them on, I found them to be really quite similar. So that peach, it smells like a peach ring basically, definitely came out. Now the difference is when they start to dry down. So Peach's Revenge gets a little bit, first of all, the peach in Peach's Revenge is less synthetic feeling. It smells more like some sort of peach, sugared peach, as opposed to a peach ring candy. So a little bit of difference there. As they dry down, Peach's Revenge gets a little bit thicker, there's more depth going on. You notice a little bit of spiciness. It smells a little bit like it's cooking. And so you're getting a little bit of a cooked peach with some spices, very natural smelling, whereas this is a little bit more linear and stays quite sugary and sweet. This one reminds me of Care Fusion, but just with the peach and the guava in it. So it's a fun fragrance, but I don't think it's identical by any means to Peach's Revenge. There are similarities though, because as it dries down, in the deep dry down, again, about 2 hours in, they smell very, very similar on the skin. That said, Peach's Revenge lasted longer on the skin. So the next day I could still smell Peach's Revenge, whereas this had kind of dissipated. That said, this does have excellent longevity. Like, you're gonna get about 6-7 hours out of it. I would not consider them a one-to-one dupe by any means. It's similar, but it's more linear, and it's definitely a lot more synthetic feeling. And that sharp synthetic vibe, which happens in some kind of super sugary sweet fragrances, that doesn't disappear. So it kind of stays the whole entire time. That said, it's as synthetic as Care Fusion. So if you love Care Fusion, my guess is you would love this. It's a really fun fragrance to wear, but as far as the depth, the richness that's in Peach's Revenge by Sarah Baker, they don't compare. Peach's Revenge by Sarah Baker has way more richness. It's got more depth. It's got more going on. This is more linear. It's super fun. It's vivacious. It's energizing. It's juicy. So it's a really great fragrance, but it's not, you can't compare the two, in my opinion. Just because something has the shell of a fragrance or smells similar, I don't think that you can put them in the same category, because this loses in the area of depth, complexity, all of that. So I hope that makes sense. This is a super fun wear, super energizing, but for, those that are wanting to compare and find a dupe for Peach's Revenge, this gives you something similar. So like if you don't care about the depth or the complexity, if you don't care about picking it apart, this will work for you. It gives you that sugary peach, delicious, juicy, energizing. If you are really, really into the complexities of the Peach's Revenge, the little nuances, the spiciness, the more natural smell, even though it's still really sugary and sweet, then this would be disappointing. So on its own, if I'm not comparing it, it's fun, it's juicy, it's vivacious, it's energizing. So still really enjoy it, but I don't think it's exact. Hope that makes sense. So yeah, out of the 4, I definitely love these Pepeon fragrances. Jardan De Pepe is my favorite out of the 2, but they're both gorgeous. And then leagues above everything is this Fig Hug. This is so freaking amazing. I just love it. So really enjoyed all of these. They're all awesome fragrances, definitely worth sniffing. What about you? Have you tried any of them? Which one do you like the best? Are you wanting to try them? Which one is exciting you the most? Please leave it in the comments. And other than that, have an amazing week and we'll talk to you soon.